that he no longer knows up from down, can no longer see beyond the walls of his own monstrous sloths.
My temper.
My family have served you. We aided you in your ascension.
Still there.
We fight for you. Cousin Mortimer's fought for you. And yet now, whilst you slobber over that chicken's wing, he shivers in a western prison awaiting mutilation at the hands of Welsh witches.
My liege, you must excuse my son. He needs best. We come
But it's a boon sometimes.
to advocate for your help in securing Mortimer.
All that we've done for you, we have done for the good of England. But our lands are now more riven with war than ever before. The Scots aren't...
It fuels
Welsh just begun, and full
a
boats.
lot of what I do.
Why do you think this might be, old man? Who do you imagine might be to blame for this?
Oh, light. That fury that lives within me.
Enough wing flap to clear a fen. Then it's free.
It fuels my need to
But then so do all the foxes.
create, to help. If I don't have it there, I
You're right, young.
go into hibernation.
I owe your family still more.
It's a difficult thing to control.
Not brought to me as speedily as they might try.
I nearly did it again tonight.
I will hang you by your fucking neck.
My thanks to certain people, you know who you are, who helped calm me down. My local pub, St Jude's Brewery Tavern, great place. Plug in.
Please, forgive us.
Someone had a birthday party there, very middle class, probably office workers.
They'll betray me now, I'm sure of it.
One of whom, obviously, what was his birthday? This guy called Rick. No, I'm not going to say he was a bit of a... Yeah, he meant no harm. But I was trying to have a good time and dance. He didn't know me. I didn't know him, but a couple of times he just... First of all, he elbowed me when I was at the bar and nearly knocked my phone out of my hand. And I was like, fuck's sake. And I made it plain. I was like, I think several of his friends noticed, and I mean, it was his birthday. He was very, very drunk and excited and having a good time.
There's a fresh coin for you.
Good for him.
I don't want your coin. I will require and diminish loyalty for you.
But it's my problem.
The Western goodbye.
I'm keeping it clean.
And I battened down the anger. Carried on. Then I stupidly put my hat on. I shouldn't have made myself a target, but I did. And he kept nicking it. And the thing was, every time he nicks it, when he drunkenly gave it back to me, all the necklace and the turquoise necklace fell off and I had to redo it. I was like, yeah, whatever. He did it about 3 times. And I coped with it. I was like, oh, it's his birthday, he's drunk.
Your father, His Majesty. Your father, His Majesty.
Chill out.
Henry is ill. He requests your presence. I suggest you return to the palace directly.
Then
We've been instructed to deliver.
it all came to a head. And considering what else I've been dealing with, if you've been following my channel, the idiot downstairs, not penis, I'm talking about snivelling little coward down there who's a violent alcoholic who's just moved in. I'm not going into details on YouTube. But basically, his partner, well, she's a victim and she defends him. And when he drinks, he's a nasty, nasty, nasty little arsehole. And I had a major confrontation with him. Police were involved. They're on my side. If he ever does that again, the police will be called again. And I think a lot of the anger is from that. Because I didn't tear him a new one. I sorted it out as it should be sorted. But that anger doesn't go away. It rolls up like a ball in here. Right there in the solar plexus. And that fire stays there. And it simmers and it burns. Like a powder keg with a fuse attached that's slowly burning. And then it fizzles out. And then it catches light again, and then it fizzles out, and then it catches light again, and it gets closer and closer to the point where it's going to explode.
If your father is indeed gravely enough to request your presence, then you must visit them.
And then, I mean, he apologised, and for, you know, the initial elbowing incident. He's a really nice guy, actually. I think he was just really drunk and really carried away. I mean, I've been there. I know what it's like. It's your birthday, you're out with all your mates, you know. And you're having a really good time, and, yeah. Unfortunately, I have certain issues with personal space. And this guy was really pushing the boundaries, encroaching on me. I mean, we're dancing around, and he just kept insisting on doing the whole shoulder-to-shoulder thing. Kind of thing you do with close mates, but the guy you don't know, who's already pissed you off, it's a bit... But I was trying my best to be tolerant.
At the root of this suggestion that the church be burdened with a tax to relieve problems that are not of the church's...
And then he went too far. He pushed me and I nearly went down. It was in a 90s punk song, so I understand where he was going. And my brain just went red.
My son, come in.
I was ready. I wanted to hurt him. And why? He was a silly twat who was getting carried away on a drunken night out for his birthday. That would have been wrong. And I knew that. That didn't stop me from being incandescently angry.
I feel my life nearing its natural end, and yet still, even I must appear of brutal health.
And not long after that, I went home. Because despite, you know, various people were asking me to stay and what my companies, I just knew. Because as I was going, he tried to come over and talk again, but he thought better of it. I mean, Rick, I mean, you're all right. You're a bit of a prick. But you were having a good time. It was your birthday. It was my temper. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was. It's 6 of one, half dozen of the other, isn't it? It's the kind of thing that fights start about in pubs and clubs all the time. Well, I don't want to be like that. That's not who I am.
He will lead my army against the newly treasonous Harry Percy.
I'm honourable.
I will assume that this news comes.
I only fight when there's no other choice.
But it is my
And there were choices there.
as king
And I chose right.
and father
I knew by then
to
that if I interacted with him again, things could turn nasty. Not from him. He was all right. He was just carried away and drunk. But from me, it could have turned nasty. I did actually push him at one point when he tried to talk to me. And a couple of times I was like, no, mate, back off.
I have said
But he weren't taking it in, really. He really wasn't. Because he was shit-faced. But the moment that wheel clicked and I went into red mode, I sobered up. Just like that. Just like that, yeah, that's all. Ew. I won't go into the connotations of saying that. Oh, no, don't want to go there. Yeah, I was still remembering, many months ago, some dull, dough-faced idiot in the Brewers, which is normally a very nice pub, and they don't normally get those kind of people in. Fantastic pub. Hi, Andy. It was a football day, early evening. Some guy was in there, and to a friend of mine, Michael Day, it's a significant time of year for Day Clan, I believe. Miss you, Richie. 4 years. I thought it was 3. I really did. Nah, and this guy had already basically pissed Mikey off. Because Mikey was on his way to an East Ham Pirates gig. I've never seen them. I hear they're really good. If you like your piratey shit, yeah. And, well, this guy kept turning around to Mikey and going, where's your parrot? Where's your parrot? Where's your parrot? Because Mikey was dressed up like a pirate. At the end of the day, Mikey was probably like, yeah, whatever.
Surely would, my son. But it cannot be.
And
The prince speaks not for his father.
because Ipswich were playing Coventry and they beat them.
And you will.
I made a joke to some of the football crowd who I do kind of know vaguely
We will burn them.
about how, oh, sounds like Coventry got bombed again. World War II reference. Too soon. And his mates got it, the people he was standing with, but he just looked a bit confused, like he'd missed the joke and really didn't like it. I think it's too short planks.
Our father has made them thus. Why then are you here?
And his wife and kids came in.
Yet still, you find it necessary to upstage.
And his, I think, 9-10-year-old boy was playing Pokemon on his phone. And you bring your kids into a pub, you got to expect people to talk to them. Oh, do you like my monogram ring? It's probably mirror writing because I'm doing the backwards filming thing again, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. And, well, I was like, oh, you play Pokemon, do you? He was like, yeah. I said, I play more adult games, but I'm a gamer myself. You like it? And he's like, yeah. And his wife was fine with it, but I could see him giving me evils. I thought, all right. And it was about time for me to go home. It was about, I don't know, 6:30 in the evening. I don't go out of an evening very much because I can't afford to. So
Where's Henry? Come to fight him in our army's stead.
so anyway, I thought, right, I don't want to be dealing with this.
The offer's been reconsidered. I said no.
I've had my beer. I'm going home. And roughly 6 to 8 yards away from him, I was getting my coat, and I heard him making Jimmy Savile references.
Will be done.
My temper nearly got the better of me again.
Might need not be out, Percy.
I wanted to rip him a new one.
Grievances will die with him. Don't be afraid about a small cold
Would have been
session.
easy.
Promise to finish it quickly.
But I got my coat on. Picked up Peacemaker, my walking stick. And I walked straight up to him, hands spread wide. I was like, I mean no harm. And he shat himself. That was enough for me, actually. Stupid, ignorant bastard. I cannot abide ignorance. It's one of the main triggers for my temper, which has been legendary. My thanks for friends old and new who
Come for me, big dog.
helped me and calmed me down and protected me. I think many of them know the rage that lives within. It's not big and it's not clever, but it fuels my creativity as well. So if I went on medication or something like that, I'd lose that edge. I don't want that. So until I become a danger to society at large, I refuse to go on medication. But I made the decision. Where was I? Oh yeah, the last trigger was some 90s punk was coming on. I'm sorry, this is a bit random. I have been drinking. And he blatantly pushed me and I nearly fell over, and that was when I saw red. That was when everything went to overdrive and I was seeing red and I was ready for a fight. I made it plain to him and his friend that was it. And people calmed me down, and I made the decision that I was going home. I'd had enough. I'm still angry now. But, you know, it's fueled me to create this, you know, YouTube thing. So maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Anyway, I'll be fine. I've got a bottle of wine. I'm watching The King. Superb film, by the way, on Netflix. Plug. And my thanks to all those who supported me tonight and stopped me from doing something I'll probably regret. He was taller than me, but he wouldn't have been in any trouble. I think. Because he was more pissed than me, and that's the key. But anyways, people, thank you for your continued support of myself, whether it be my YouTube channel or just making me laugh or laughing at my shit on Facebook or whatever, you know. There's a lot of good people out there. I'm privileged to know a lot of them, both old and new. And here's a plug for Odin's Ravensguard, who I'm just about a member of now.
Drop the defeat of America might otherwise have been your brother.
You guys rock.
No, I mean, Thomas, please. Walk away from this field.
You're exactly the kind of small independent group
After you stole
of
this
Viking
Scout,
Saxon reenactors that suits me.
this is what will be spoken of tomorrow.
And at the moment I feel very privileged after your walk from Ipswich to York in 6 days.
This field was mine. It was to mark my domain.
I feel very privileged for being allowed into your ranks. And I hope the next time you do it, I'll be there with you. Anyways, thank you for listening, people. We're at 20 minutes, so I'll leave it at that. See you in Valhalla.